Happy Sunday. Hey, Willie Spencer, do tell. Hey, Shelly. Let's come on in. Let's come on in. Let's pass the word down. Shelly, do me a favor. When the first couple of people come in, please say come in hitting the like button. Spread the word. Come in hitting the like button. Too much tea. Not hitting the like button. Let's go. Please.
No, hold on. Use this. Okay, ready? How's that?
Pretty good.
How's that?
Hello. Come in hitting the like button, please. Oh, just as I came in. Y'all come in hitting the like button, please. Oh, I got it. Hey, Kane Life. Hey, shit. Oh, that was Sheila. Thank you, Shelly, Granny, Prayer, Christopher, Fawana. I was gonna ask. let's come on in, hitting the like button. You can't find your dots. Oh, I'm gonna have a little motivation. It's been a minute. I know the devil thought he had me. Thought he made me mad. I wasn't gonna talk about the Lord. But it has to tie in, you know what I mean? There's a lot going on. Y'all come on in, hit the like button. Double tap if you on your phone. For one to just double tap. Double tap your phone. And please go over to the other page. It's a link down there. Let me see. And subscribe to the other page. I'm coming. I'm trying to let the regulars come in. His head itchy. Y'all, did y'all catch that lie last? Hey! The exposure of it all. Lord have mercy. Oh. check to make sure I followed up. Hey, Ty. I found the thumbs up. Okay. I probably need to go into the other room so I can sit up. Y'all ready? Hey, two sippers. What's poppin'? I had to put a little oil on my face, you know. Put a little oil on my hands. Look like I care. You know. That's been going on. Did y'all watch the upload last night? Shout out to our special guest that came on through and was entertaining with us. Shout out. I'm sorry, y'all. I was not planning on going live. Well, showing my face. Hey. But I felt like it's been a minute. AunTeaFee Todd. I can't be here too long. So at least I can show my face because it's going to be kind of a minute. This one's going to be a minute. I started to go on the other page. And I probably should move this one over there. It's going to include the motivation that we've been missing. Please hit Shelly, let me Shelly, do you have a today is it okay if I give you a mod stick just in case you need it? And you can drop your page if you have one. Is that okay? Is that okay? Let me know if it's okay. So listen. We kind of got a little feel. I was working on a upload earlier today, and I had to go into my archives. Baby, my archives. Hey, stop playing. My archives is undefeated. My archives is undefeated, baby. Did I not just in the middle of the live last night, based on what Stop Playing was presented to us, did I not stop skid all in the middle of the live street? That's okay. That's okay. I didn't know if you had one when you was assisting me with saying, please hit the like page. So that's why I asked. But thank you. I thought maybe you had a page. I didn't know. But thank you. I really appreciate it. Skid all through the live streets, didn't I? And when pulled up my archives. So when I was thinking about it this morning, it was early. One morning, just about the break of day. Yeah. I said, you need to do an upload. Put it in your archives. And you need to kind of explain to the tea sippers why there is probably such a stall. And so I got an upload that's coming. And then I'm just contemplating if I need to put it on this page, AunTeaFee's page, or if I need to put it on Fee About the Facts. And then I also need to do about them. It's going to be in my upload about Marcus. Marcus, darling. Marcus. A lot came out yesterday, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. A lot was exposed. He dropped something that connected to what we was going on. Oh, you like the Marcus, I don't have. Oh, it's Sunday. I can't do that. Yes, Cash App, AUNTEAFEE, support the platform. If you have any questions, send the questions through by way of Cash App. Send the questions you have by way of Cash App. Please do not stop the live to ask questions. I should only have to stop talking about what I already have going on, for a Cash App. Since I don't have the super chat, super stickers, no more for a minute. That is not fair to me. And it's not fair to the other tea sippers. And I say that because whatever it is that we're talking about, I stop, look at the question, and then try to answer it for you. And a lot of times it's from people who not supporting the platform. Oh, and let me say this to my tea sipper. If you was a subscriber, my tea sipper sent the $5.99 through Cash App and said, my subscription fee. I said, oh, wow. Now that's love. That's love. They paused the subscription fees. And what they did is turned around. And I guess it's going to send the monthly fee through Cash App so that I am still supported. I greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciated that. So shout out to you. I intentionally left it on my feed so that I will remember to thank you. Thank you for all the Cash Apps. But my message was subscription fee. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. Wonderful. Yeah, that was deep. That was cool beans, baby. Now that really is appreciation. So what we gonna do today, because I do have an upload that's coming, and I know my tea sippers, my regular tea sippers, enjoy the motivation. When we talk about motivation, my card should be in the mail. Okay, thank you for the thought. Ooh, that little lip gloss juicy, ain't it? Juicy driving crazy. Ain't that a song? Juicy driving crazy. Y'all know I ain't gonna act right. Y'all already know that, right? Can y'all believe? Rock Nation? I mean, I know we can because we've talked about it, I think, T-Sippers, I think that's the funny part about it. I don't know if maybe I'm not using the right word. Not funny, but I don't know if it's I don't know what word I want to use. Especially because I've been talking about it for years. Just as my research have led me. And sometimes when God lead my path in a route that no one else has that route, You be looking like the dots are connecting, yeah, but is this the right route, Lord? I mean, why you? And most times when He lead me, it connects to what I already have, even when sometimes I don't even know what I'm looking for when I go here. And I'll be like, okay. So last night was kind of like that for me when he talked about Rock Nation and being paid by CMG. Even as far back as when Gotti was sending those Twitter messages to Straight Drop, trying to direct him, what to do on the cool. I got you. I'm going to get you bailed out, Art Horn was, initially going to represent him until Straight Drop decided that he wasn't going to do what he was recommended to do. And Art was like, I ain't finna fool with that. The minute he don't do what I recommend him to do, I don't want to fool with that. And I remember a long time ago thinking, that's going to be a conflict of interest. Maybe, maybe not. But if and when Rico come and Gotti gonna need an attorney. And if he gonna try to put the blame on somebody, Art can't put the blame on another person that you paying for. Come on now. You paying for me to represent him. And if he snitch, because he don't follow directions, man. I told him to do this, that, and the other. And he ain't even doing so. Right off the bat, he letting us know that he gonna be a problem. So if I'm gonna need to put the blame on somebody, I'm gonna need to put the blame for you, representing you, on him. And if I'm representing him and you, I can't do that. And then all of a sudden, Art Horn said, that ain't my client. Y'all remember that? Even the news people was like, yes, but yeah, you said that you was representing him. He was like, no, I ain't representing him. It ain't my client. I ain't say I was representing him. Do y'all remember that? After last night, it makes sense. Now, although I said it 4 years ago, I understand why it makes sense. For real, for real. It made sense without the dot last night, but the dot last night confirmed it. And then, because I want y'all to know that since last night, Justice for Dolph uncovered some more evidence. Hey, David, I'm sorry if people came in while I was talking, I didn't see it. Hey. With these donations, with these bribes. Yeah, but yeah, Ty, hey, Vicky, that is what happens when the attorney tries to represent more than one person. But typically, they all own the same page. See, but if you say you gonna pay for somebody's attorney fees and stuff, and you sent your guy, you kind of think that y'all gonna all be on the same team, and y'all gonna I'm going to have your back from beginning to the end. And ain't going to be no betrayal up in there. There's a lot of betrayal going on. A lot of betrayal. Y'all don't remember all that time? For the ones, for my long haul tea sippers, because I could go back, when I'm going back into my archives, and I'm looking at a video, and I go through the comment sections, and I see some of y'all been with AunTeaFee. So shout out to you. Okay. I can go back and I can see how easy peasy well, we're not. Okay, Easy, you're a guest here. And today is Sunday, so I'm going to be polite. This time. We're not talking about that. You come over here, you talk about what we're talking about. Or you go where they're talking political. Now, we're going to talk political, but we're not talking political Republic and democratically. Okay? So, I'm going to leave your comment there for now, but that's not what we're talking about. Respectfully. And if what we're talking about is not what you are into, then you just tiptoe back out the same door you came in. Not door, door. Okay? Support the platform. Hit the like button, whether you stay or go. Okay? Thank you. We greatly appreciate you over here. Okay, so that's how that typically goes. They're normally going to be on the same page. But Art Horn been knowing what was going on. Art Horn been knowing what was going on. And in my upload I'm going to have on the other page, I will explain why on my upload. And I also want to say this. If we remember, like I was trying to throw in there last night, Art Horn, because when the insurance guy was talking to whoever, whether it was the right beings or not, he was confessing, he was talking, he was giving account of, just in case anything happened to him. Yeah, to Art Horn. He was talking to the attorney. My understanding, wasn't it the CMG attorney? Wasn't it Black Youngsters attorney? Wasn't it their attorney? Art Horn, didn't he represent BIGJOOK, Black Youngster, and Gotti? Do he represent MONEYBAGGYO? I don't remember. Gumbo. Wasn't that good too? Y'all, we ate so good last night. Y'all get the lights up. What I'm not gonna do. Do you see what Stop Playing saying? Okay, well, just if it went over your head, then just enjoy the show. You don't need to comment. If it went over your head, then you don't know what we're talking about. But one thing is for sure, we're not talking about what you commented about. So sit back, listen. What they say, yeah, observe the room and be a guest. Yeah, you don't know what be a guest is? Yeah, be a guest. You're not subscribed. You waited the 10 minutes to comment. So either you on a troll page and you trolling, or you waited the 10 minutes to comment. So observe the room. But if you continue, I'm going to remove you today. So this is your strike 2. One more time, you out. Okay? Let's be clear, because right now I'm feeling like you trolling. Okay, there you go. I knew you was. I knew you was going to take that bait. I knew you was going to take the bait. I knew you was, baby. Woo! Did I bait it? Did I treat treat you a little special. Like bacon. Baited that ass, didn't like yeah. Put you right on the hook. Threw that ass right on out there. Bye, easy peasy. So yeah, I get that. But it's interesting. But so what's coming later in the upload? I just don't know which page. So you're gonna have to probably it's gonna be on that other one. I went back into my archives. Especially don't laugh, Willie Spencer. Next time Easy Breezy come, you gonna come the right way, or you gonna be permanently removed. I got the power. I got the power. You think you're gonna check me? Anyway, no, we don't play games over here. But so listen, I think it kind of, I don't know if it, I don't know what word to use. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way to find out that quit threatening Marcus. See, this is what disturbs my spirit when people want people to react the way they want them to react, or move the way they want you to move, or respond the way they want you to respond. You know, when people will be like, well, why MIAJAYE ain't said nothing? Or why she ain't crying? Or why Marcus didn't shoot back? All to come to find out that he did. All to find out that he wounded. They had to get wound care. But without even knowing that, me, I'm up here saying, what? Why y'all, what? He's supposed to be security. Why he didn't shoot? Why, you know, we overly aggressive with our opinions. Not even thinking about the effect, the mental effect it had on that man to, one, be caught up in that assassination attempt, and to be outgunned, outnumbered and outgunned, okay? And then to have to watch what's going on with your brother right here, your family, contacting your family, your mama, daddy, the kids, me, everybody, PRE, everybody. And then the whole wide world is judging you inappropriately. And then after that, on top of that, one of the masterminds that we know of, because I'm sure it ain't just QUETTE who is threatening him. Because one thing is for sure, we know he was a witness. Well, two things are for certain is that we know he knew STRAIGHTDROP. Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. What you say, AunTeaFee? Oh, we forgot about that. Y'all get my likes up. Get my likes up. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's 35 likes in here. You will not. I will shut it down today. I will shut it down. Did y'all catch that? I will shut it down. I got too much to do. I got bills I need to go through. Oh, yeah, I don't have time to play with y'all like that. You better double tap my nose. You better something. Better AunTeaFee. You take that better however you want to take it. You can take it however you want to take it. Just like y'all saying she better come on with this tea. Hold on. I saw what you sent me about that raid in Houston. And yeah, Houston. Yeah, Houston. Ain't that funny? A lot of that trafficking and shit. Yeah. How long I've been talking about that? Before any of these other people been talking about it. Haven't AunTeaFee been talking about trafficking? Keep my likes up. And let me tell you something, the ones who think they slick and gonna leave and gonna come back, I'ma stop. And if I feel like I think you trying to play me, I'm just gonna end it. Y'all better ask them tea sippers, will she end it? Ask them, will I end it? I don't be wanting to. But today I don't feel like playing. I've been feeling like y'all been playing me. Y'all hadn't been really supporting the platform. And y'all ain't been hitting the like button. And y'all been getting some really, really good tea. Yeah, she will end it. Y'all better ask them. Yeah, Willie, you know, shout out to Willie Spencer. Even David Blaze, you been around, man. I went back in the archives. She would end this with, yeah. Look around and you're going to start seeing that thing go just like that. But David, yeah, I went back into the archives today. I said, well, yeah, some of them been with me a minute, some years. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Justice Badolph, hey. Quit threatening someone else you heard me. You heard about before, not Marcus, but him being outside and an automated threat to Marcus. A witness? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get to this message. Y'all get my likes up. I'm getting messages. I'm getting something. Yeah, when I went back and then you talked about the hits, and I went back. It's coming up on the upload when I caught him outside. And I went back to my archive and let y'all hear Steve Morroy. I got the thumbnail and everything. Let me see what I'm being sent. Hold on. So shout out to you. It triggered. It triggered. Shout out to Justice Badolph. We want full justice, baby. Bottom line. And QUETTE absolutely need to have, yeah, he sent that threat to someone else, one of his friends. Oh, he did that interview with Stan G. Let me see what I'm being sent. Yeah, I don't understand. It makes no sense. That day when I went back into my archives, um, oh, okay. So that's the old one because I'm on a different device. Once I corrected it, it's this one. It's this one. The correct one is on this, in here, not in there. Hey, Audentry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so let me ask you this: Have I mentioned? Have I mentioned it before? The message with OS Mama was for somebody. Okay, okay. But Steve Morroy knows that he is taking bribes for the CMG people and associates. So let me say that. He know he taking bribes from the original mastermind, second, third mastermind, and his affiliates and associates. And you supposed to have Dolph and his family's best. That's who you're supposed to be working for. And you taking donations and bribes. So yeah, Dolph can't get full justice because you are taking money from the killer side of the fence. And hell, to me, that's a threat in itself as well. They're not protected. They're not going to get the justice. And hell, if they get mad, they can try again. Yeah, that it just ain't cool. It just ain't cool. And I've said before, and I'm gonna say it again, and I said it in my other lie that's coming. In my other, there we go. I sent it. To in the other upload I got coming. Double check. It just ain't cool. Cause it just ain't cool. It just ain't cool. How you taking money? You taking bribes. So you intentionally are not seeking real justice. And right after QUETTE gets bond, you get a donation. You get a donation from one of CMG's affiliates. Yeah. And then when I go back into my archives about that shooting at Orange Mound, that QUETTE was supposed to be on house arrest, and he's sitting there orchestrating, watching it, said a little something to the shooter while the men were down there fighting and scuffling. It was on the news. I just happened to recognize it. He had went to court that day. It's all in my archives. So that's a problem. So we gonna talk about that in my live. It's uploading now for that. So I'm gonna go back into the other rooms. We're getting close. Hopefully by the time I get back into the other room, where my tablets and stuff is going. I hope that's all I needed in here. I don't know why I came in here. But yeah, threaten. I I it's blowing my mind that, and well, people done tried to take him out too, ain't they? I don't understand how he just still walking the streets freely. Threatening people. Threatening content creators. Meet me at the park and shit. The whatever power wash. Car wash. Is that a car wash? Oh, please don't mean car wash. In the mine, where is pressure wash? Where's that at? Now that I'm thinking car wash, are you crazy? Meet you? Pressure power. Yeah, I just don't get it. Let me go on back in here. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah, it's sad. Okay. Pressure world. It's a car. So now we don't do car washes where all them rich junkies be. In the mound. The mound got rich junkies? What you... I mean, I know it's a historic spot, but for real? Pressure world. Let me get back in here. There's rich junkies. For real? It's still not working? Well, hold on. You see the picture there. So let me go to it. On the site. Go to the... Copy. Y'all, come on. We going extra hard to try to make sure y'all get a link to a spot that y'all should already know. Y'all should already know and should have already by now subscribed to Fee About the Facts. His pops is right here. Well, now it's showing him. We going the extra mile for y'all to continue to be able to get some tea. Until I get that monetization correctly. I'm finna start going live over here. So, Justice for Dolph, please, this is the page. We are trying. I'm finna get this URL on this system here, so that when I add it to the link, y'all will be able to come over here. All of this is gonna be on the page. Okay? This is my first page ever. So here's the URL. I'm finna add it. Thank you. That should be it right there, and I will definitely update it on this system so that when I put it here, it should be correct. Can somebody go over, hit that link, and tell me if it's working? Please. Thank you, Justice. Can somebody, did you hit the link? Did it take you there? Let me cut this music off. Let's get the going. Let's get the going. Pause. Is it working? Okay. Because on the other one, the link, I don't know if they change it. I don't know what that's about. There you go. I don't know if I left off a letter or something. Oh, paperwork. Okay, okay. So let me go here. Let me check here real quick since I'm here. Okay. Let me start here. Let me check this out. I like OG Jacario, and so I need to start with GS Lil Ronnie ran off on the Mexican plug. And although we may not see a connection, there is some connection, and let me tell you why. Because on the cool, they saying the hit came from Texas. What hit on BIGJOOK? And BIGJOOK was fooling with Zillionaire Doe before GOYAYO just picked that up and started. So how it's kind of feeling is, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna leave the part alone. But there is, rest in peace, Lil Juke. No Nick, Captain Hook. Yeah. With the organized crime in Texas. And because we know that the drugs, the cartel, the petties, the Bovans, the MEMPHIS, QUETTE, it's tied to the cartel as well, right? And so Lil Ronnie, they saying, ran off with the Mexican plug. We know that some of these setups and these informants is snitching on the trafficking, the you know, the drugs, all of the gun, all of that. And that's what they're saying happened with Lil Ronnie. The dice, you know, all of that. So I want to hear what he is saying, because they are bringing that up as well. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. But I'm going to start here. And before I go here, before I start, this is where we're going to start today. We're going to start there. But I got sent this that happened in Houston. Y'all cannot forget Houston. Mob ties. You better not. Let's listen to this right quick, and then I'm gonna start with Ronnie, and then we gonna hit the motivation today. Let's listen.
Among many law enforcement agencies, Houston Police Department. This was a coordinated operation among many law enforcement agencies. Houston Police Department led the charge on this establishment, but this isn't something that one agency can do alone. We were with TABC, DPS, the Comptroller's Office, the Fire Marshal, and obviously HPD and the DA's office. Because of that, we were able to effect numerous arrests inside this establishment, and we're going to work to close businesses like this around our community because they are the crime drivers. Entities like this, a sexually oriented business without the permits, an unlicensed alcohol establishment that's open until 6 a.m., drives crime around our community. It's responsible for intoxication manslaughters, human trafficking, aggravated assaults, aggravated robberies, aggravated sexual assaults, all throughout our community.
So this was
this was a coordinated operation among many law enforcement agencies. Houston Police Department led the charge on this establishment, but this.
So, strip nightclub. So, this is where kind of like where, hey, Byron, like where mob ties and them go when they be throwing it up and all them booties be shaking and clapping and they be right there on their private areas and all that type of stuff. So they had a big old bus. Oh, I be forgetting I done turned it around. So that's what this is. After hours jaunt. 6 o'clock, close at 6 o'clock in the mountain. It want all your money. You getting a service? I mean, what time? 6 in the morning? So you gonna send him home broke? Let's listen. I just. They said it's about to be smoke in the city. All these after-hour clubs in Harris County is about to be raided. Monetization has a club here in Dallas. I'm sure they do. What's the name? You know the name of it? Is it over there off for Webb's Chapel and them over there by them Onyxes, or is it over there by off of Stimmers? It's a bunch of them over there. A couple of them done been closed down before. Y'all strippers need to stick with fans only pay. So they finna be raided. Okay, let's listen. I stopped it. Let me turn it.
This isn't something that one agency can do alone. We were with TABC, DPS, the Comptroller's Office, the Fire Marshal, and obviously HPD and the DA's office. Because of that, we were able to effect numerous arrests inside this establishment, and we're going to work to close businesses like this around our community because they are the crime drivers. Entities like this, a sexually oriented business without the permits, an unlicensed alcohol establishment that's open until 6 a.m., drives crime around our community. It's responsible for intoxication manslaughters, human trafficking, aggravated assaults, aggravated robberies, aggravated sexual assaults, all throughout our community. And
really?
This was a coordinated operation among many law enforcement agencies. Houston Police Department led the charge on this establishment, but this isn't something that one agency can do alone. We were with TABC, DPS, the Comptroller's Office, the Fire Marshal, and obviously HPD and the DA's office.
I know Trap have them game rooms and stuff, but so they probably out for I don't know. I ain't gonna even try to guess. I'm not gonna even try to guess. If you say if it's in the clear, it's in the clear. I don't know. I don't go to.
What's up with it, paperwork party?
No, you would not. No, sir. Let me get back over here to Ronnie. Let's see what he's saying. I saw my guy. I saw my guy. Chap, I just don't want to go in on the baby mama. I just don't. I just don't. I just don't understand how everybody going in on the baby mama. I just don't get that. How do I get this done? I can't see. I don't get that, y'all. Let me turn it back around. I feel like that's who she was. That's who he married. And I think I showed y'all that video the other day where she got that from. She got that from her dude. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know if I want to watch it because I don't necessarily agree. I would like to hear his perspective. But I don't think I like disagreeing with him. I think that's the problem. I don't think I like disagreeing with Chap. But I guess respectfully,
What up, family?
I should listen to what he say before I go there.
Confluence is the connected works
because I do like him. I think a lot of people are hypocritical because that's how
What
they
up,
act.
family?
That's how they act in real life. They be okay with watching people spaz out, twerk out, you know, do all of that type of stuff. That's why we have mental illness so bad. Let people grieve in their own way. Yeah, I just, because when she first started talking about, you know, almost spiritually, she was to me, I took it as if she understood God giveth, God taketh. And she may have come to terms with grief before and death. I don't know. But what she was saying was true. Now, and when she was angry, she's angry, and she's trying not to give the ops the opportunity to say they broke her. I get that. And I think that if you don't want to let them see you break, then don't even come on here. That's how I feel. But that's not how she feels. And I can't expect this young lady to be somebody who she ain't. If she do that, you know, that's the type of guy she had. What are we talking about? Why are we acting like that don't happen? And why? Let me sit up. Let me sit up, black people, before I listen to chat. Why do we act like we call it a celebration of life? We used to say funeral. We used to say homegoing. Y'all remember that? Used to be a funeral. It's still a funeral. But on the obituary, it used to say funeral. Then it used to say homegoing. Now it say celebration. What's a celebration? What's a celebration? Then the preachers be getting up there nowadays, and they'll be saying, or the people who come up, if such and such John Doe will be here, they will want us to have a good time. They will want us to have a little church. They will want us to, go and do this and do that. Am I lying? Stop me when I'm lying. We ain't gonna be crying up in here. They wouldn't want us to shed a tear. They ain't looking back. They wouldn't come back if they could. I thank the Lord that he took her with her daddy, because that's who she loved. She would not want to be here and her daddy be gone. So, Lord, I thank you. I could have to be dealing with one without the other. Lord, I thank you. I thank you for the good and the bad. So now I'm asking you to help me deal with it the best I can. And if celebrating is the best to help me deal with it, then let me celebrate the only way I know how. See, this is what pisses me off about people. They become hypocrites. They become hypocrites. They forget when it's judging others. But remember when it's for them. So I'm not going to believe that this girl didn't love her kids or her dude. I don't believe that. I believe she turning up. One, because when them people did that, they was trying to break hood fame. And two, they was trying to, she feels like they was trying to break her. And she ain't gonna let them have him. She just ain't. But then on the flip side, it went off. On the flip side, this girl may be in tune with her relationship with God. She just may be in tune. Some people may have already came to terms with it. That whomever he allows us to love and nurture, become attached to, that they belong to him before they belong to us. And we all have a beginning date and an end date. And initially, she knew that because she said it. And she said, I just don't quite like the way it happened. So I'm going to listen out of respect to Chap just to see what perspective, but I already know by his title that he thinks that this girl is crazy. And if y'all from Texas, let me say this, because a long time ago, there was a Rowlett lady named, I can't think of her name. I had it earlier. But she had two little boys, and she said somebody came into her house. Non-African American lady, if I didn't say that. Gucci her name be right on the tip of my tongue. And because at the gravesite, she had some silly string and some, she was outside at the gravesite, spraying that silly stuff, because her boys liked that. So she was having a celebration at the gravesite. She said that for real. Yes, she did. She said that. And but she was a non-African American woman at the gravesite filming. They were kind of, had a little money. And she got arrested. They charged her for murder. They said she took out, unalived her kids. But Now, I don't know if she did because none of the evidence ever said that she didn't have no, I don't know what they did. But they did not like her out there. Hey, JJ, playing with that silly spray, whatever the name of it was, at the gravesite. They charged that woman for murdering her kids. She was the lady who lied and said she was the lady who lied and said did she? Oh, did she say he was? I know she said somebody came into the house and they cut her on her neck and unalive her two boys. But I don't know if they would have. I think because she was out there spraying that silly string stuff that they investigated her. I don't know. But I know people didn't like it. They didn't like it. Dolly Routier. I knew the last name, Dolly Routier. That's her. She got the death penalty or some life or some. Yeah. But my point to this, now she may be guilty, but people celebrate all the time. People party. They have, dinners. They have get-togethers. But if people, hey, Lovey, if people don't want a celebration when people pass away, then take celebration off. Because I don't know what a celebration is. And I don't know, what it is now when they start saying they wouldn't want you mourning and crying. They would want you to be having a good time. And so don't be crying up in here. So we need to stop that. We need to stop that immediately. Because if you do just that, somebody gonna think something's wrong with you. Okay? So let's listen. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Lovey. Thank you, Lovey Star. Thank you. Thank you. So let's watch this, y'all. Now, AunTeaFee, did you just do all that because you know you ain't gonna agree? No, I've been feeling like this. I've been trying to tell y'all how I feel about this for a while. I kind of get it. Now, until they show me some evidence or something that this woman done something other than try to save face and, because she called out some people. She called out some people. She called out the casinos, CJ Casino. She called him by his name. And then she said all the casinos. She called him out. And then she also added Houston. First she was going to say all of Houston. Then she said, well, no, not all of Houston here, because I guess she had to remember she had some family down there. But somebody she know. I agree with you, AunTeaFee. It's like people want to see you broken. They want to see you broken. That's the energy. That's the energy. And then they're going to leave you to be dealing with that spirit and that emotion because once the funeral is over, then you just by yourself for the most part, and you have to deal with that. And she has a son. She has other kids. Because she was saying she didn't have her other kids that need her. She don't know what she would probably spaz out. And then when I'm listening to these people, they don't believe her spirit. They don't believe that she's trying to deal with it her way. But then y'all want to believe the girl that was in the car with the killer. Yeah, I'm coming up. I'm coming up on y'all. Y'all want to believe what that girl said. Y'all taking that and running with it. But y'all finding something wrong with her. You see how we do that? So because she put some money on there, because people was trying to say she broke, she couldn't separate the trolling with her reality. We gonna act like we don't get that. But okay. We gonna act like we don't get that. So now she is responding and reacting to the trolls. So they say she broke. In the meantime, somebody done open up a GoFundMe fraudulently regarding Ronnie. So she tried to offset it. Because y'all remember when Dolph passed away, they was doing that too. People was opening up GoFundMe, you know, like they was the Thorntons. So that other lady did it on behalf of the Cookie Makitas and raised money. She didn't do one for Dolph family. She did one for the Cookie people. So because she started one to offset the deception, she broke. That's what they said. So here she go now, showing I ain't broke. She told you why she did it. And it still wasn't good enough. Y'all see how we work? I tried to listen to old boy yesterday, and he co-signing what the girl done said. Like she ain't lied. And the tea sippers done already caught her in 4 or 5 different lies. I have a problem with that. But let me go on, because
Get money running DM. Man, I must say that this is a weird situation that I didn't see coming. Reason I didn't see it
shout out to
coming
Big Chap.
is because it's a 5-year-old girl that's have lost her life, her daughter involved. And that's a real personal situation. Now I can understand when it comes to the baby daddy, if it was just him, you react in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get that. But when it's a 5-year-old girl into play, your daughter, you know, it's certain things that shouldn't be said. It's certain things that shouldn't be acted on. And it's certain things that should be shown to the public, you know, on personal business that she putting out there. And it's real wild with the people.
And it's so big, it's such a statement piece, it's so clean, it's so suave, but the tortoise adds that extra dimension of just fabulousness. I love these ones. Beautiful tortoise detailing.
I just want to make sure you got
paid. Around her supporting what she got going on, and I feel like these people is supporting her because of the funds, fam, that she got coming in. And believe it or not, when it comes to our community and money, people will put an act on that's so good as being your friend. They'll gaslight you and lead you right into hell with the bullshit situations, fam, that you put yourself in. Now fast forward. I already talked about this girl, fam, when she was saying she didn't give a fuck about her daughter dying, just the way she died, and how her daughter gonna go out and learn design and all these different things. Now she done went on, fam. She got a stack of money on her like a rock, talking shit. Now, in this live, when she got this stack of money talking shit, fam, she portraying the same image that her baby daddy died in.
Yeah, that's what she knows.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, since this situation happened, she been calculating on the funds that she gonna get. I don't even feel, and I wouldn't say this, fam, just to be saying this. I don't even feel that she fucked up, like she said, about her daughter or baby daddy died. I think she wants the money and the clout. Because soon as this situation went down, her numbers went up on social media. And you will be surprised the amount of people that want this clout, fam. You will be surprised the amount of people that are trade family in for fame. And this situation right here just goes to show you what it is. The people that surround her is supporting everything she got going on. Whatever she say, they with it. They know she about got 100 racks coming. They trying to stay up under in good graces, and they gonna blow all that money. It's gonna go all out the window because she doing it for the wrong purposes, fam. The money would have been more than that if she would have sat back and just let time do itself. Let the grieving do itself. Stay off social media for a minute. Your numbers still gonna go up once you come say something every now and then, fam. But she wanna ride this wave like she a rapper female, talking about the ops, how she gonna get CJ Casino and everybody else that got casino behind their name. Now, if you crash out, what's gonna be happening with your other kids then? Can you answer that for me? If you go crash out in the casino family and you still got other kids, what's gonna happen to them? This is going to show you that this girl is not thinking at all. And I said in my last segment about this situation that people grieve different. That's the truth. People grieve different, fam. But this is on a different level. This is not even grieving, homie. This is her being herself still after the situation. Because it ain't no way that a mother that was deadlocked with her 5-year-old daughter, and then she had the nerve to say in that other line that my daughter was alive, she was killing y'all. I guess as far as her brain, she do brains and
she was a TikTok. She was a TikTok.
All these things with fashion. Are you serious?
Kid. Yeah, she was a TikTok kid.
Are you serious? That's the best thing you got to say. Your 5-year-old daughter was killing y'all as far as fashion and the way she looked and things that she had going on. Your little 5-year-old daughter got killed, fam.
True.
Your little 5-year-old daughter is dead now, homie.
Oh. She not, see, that's the thing. Hold on, let me pause. Yeah, okay, so JJ, I don't think she in denial. I don't think she in denial. I don't think she in denial. I think she know they gone. She says she know they gone. Denial is saying, you know, that's when you act like you can't believe it. I think she has hidden rage. I think she's angry. I think she's angry. That's what I think it is. And I think she wants to do something to the hood, to whom she feels like took her dude and her daughter. She really wants revenge. I don't think she in denial. She knew the type of dude she had. She knew what came with it. It ain't like he ain't robbed. We finna hear it ain't like he probably ain't. She knew what came with it. See, this is what blows my mind with. I don't want to call. I mean, I I mean, y'all be okay with the ratchet. Y'all be okay with men. Right now, I'm talking to men. I ain't talking about you, just chap. I don't know what you like, but you was about that life. And most men that are about that life don't have clean-cut, wholesome women. You'll hear him say, shit, I like a little ratchet. I like them ratchet ass hoes, man. I like that. I like that. Shit. Twerk on this. Yeah, they be liking that ghetto ass shit. So when they ghetto in all aspects, y'all have driven out wholesome women. Oh, they too good. That's boring to me. Shit, I like a bitch get out there out twerking and fighting and shit. Cuss a nigga out sometime. She giving y'all everything that y'all be wanting. But now y'all want the females to turn it off. Well, hell, if that's all she been given, how in the hell can she turn it off? Now, I'm not about that life like that, but I know realistically, I know reality. And what y'all wanting ain't the type of woman that y'all like. Now y'all want her to be a good, wholesome woman who wouldn't dare do that and who's going to speak with proper etiquette and some elegance and grace. And when she tried to in the beginning when her sisters was turned up, y'all still found something wrong. That's why I be trying. I don't want to compare her to MIAJAYE, but y'all want MIAJAYE ass out. She ain't a MIAJAYE. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, this girl wants revenge. And she's probably working behind the scenes on getting it. But let's go. Let's go. Y'all killing me.
But for the love of money, people will look over death. Even when it comes to their own parents or daughter, sisters, brother, mother, whatever the case might be. We see it all the time at all time high. She angry. She moving with the wind. Because
so
she already know people gonna want to do interviews with her. She already knows she got the GoFundMe coming. She already know that her social media finna get monetized, the numbers have went up, and she finna get her bag. I think she happy about that. Because see, a lot of times even with the baby daddy, it's about the bag with the child. It ain't even about the child.
Well, I would hope, listen, anybody out there, listen to AunTeaFee right now. And I'm serious when I say this. Can y'all hear me? Please give me a 1 or something in the comment section to please let me know you can hear me. Because I'm going to say this with all sincerity in my mouth. In your heart, AunTeaFee. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. If you got a man or a woman out in the streets like that, whether it's gambling, whether it's drugs, whether it's whatever, okay? You know he out there like that, put some insurance on your dude or your woman. See, because they trying to make it be about money. GoFundMe. Hopefully she was smart enough to already have insurance on her dude her whole family, knowing the type of life that they live, knowing the type of dude she have. See, I'm sure there have been threats on their life before. And if you smart, everybody, the female, the male, the kid, everybody need to have some life insurance. Just in case the streets catch them slipping. Okay? This is from me to you. So people don't have to do no GoFundMe. So you will be covered. Because you already know the life that y'all live. And if you choose that in your dude or your females, because there's some gangster females out there too. You know, why we gonna try to act like that girl couldn't have been involved who went along with setting Adonis up? To me, they giving away too much credit. Y'all know on handout credit like that. I think Shaman is more truthful even in her actions than the girl who led the police to one of the shooters. I don't believe nothing she say. Okay? Put some insurance on yourself. Don't expect for people to pay through GoFundMes. Okay? Handle your business for your family. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Let me turn it back around. And I mean that with everything. Cover your family. You know you out there like that. Period. I mean, not just because you out there like that, but people in them streets don't think like that. You need to start thinking like that. You need to start thinking like that. Let's carry on. I got someplace else to go with this. Come on. Come on, big chap. You know, no disrespect. I don't get it. And I'm getting irritated for her. Life shouldn't be
So this just goes to show what it is in our community and how sick the thinking of a lot of these females is, fam. A lot of males. When it comes to situations, this is a life that's gone, bro. This is a 5-year-old girl that's gone. Her life was taken brutally. How could you see your daughter getting gunned down on camera and your baby dad and you out with the same demons?
She said she couldn't sleep. She couldn't shake that. She couldn't shake what she saw in the video that social media put out. Whoever, see, are we forgetting somebody went up to those bodies and filmed them? And ain't nobody asked about, well, they've asked about her, but who did that? We mad at her for trying to act like whatever on the camera. But who filmed it? Who put it out there? We don't care.
Fam, that's willing to do the same type of behavior that was done to your daughter and your baby dad. And one might be saying, well, she been knowing these people. She been, you should see the people, they and a lot of them ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't finna shoot nothing, they ain't finna kill nothing, they just around up for the money. She think they're around her, they finna get down on the casino boys when they see, man, y'all better leave them folks alone. Because I can tell.
Oh, it's too late for that. It's popping in Fort Worth, but let's go.
And alive, and the man was female, that y'all ready for what's coming for that. And half of y'all have children yourself. So when they gonna get to the point with Ronnie being, when you gonna start thinking about your other kids? Because it seems that you're not even thinking about them right now.
Well, she says she
You
is.
talking about crashing out on the counter. Something happened to CJ Casino and one of them casino dudes. Guess who they coming to see? You. And they can put you up on a whole 72 hours investigation, whatever the case might be. You don't need that in your life. You don't need CPS and none of that good stuff in your life right now. But it seems to me that you love the streets more, and I'm gonna say this, more than family. And this is a regular thing that's going on in life. This is not nothing, you feel what I'm saying? It's just shocking to see. Your 5-year-old daughter gone, ain't been 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way that you act, the way that it's showing, you've been on clout on social media. You've been on a bag to where you can shine in this life. I seen your social media. You have the image that you like to put up for other people like us all. You feel what I'm saying? We all live for other people. But when you trying to live through other people and what they got going on, you get yourself in a hell of a situation. So all this stuff going on with the casino and your people, hood thing, whatever, they got nothing to do with you, baby girl. You don't even need to live that. So I suggest from girl on out, you know what I'm saying, you get yourself together solo dolo with the people around you that really love you. And let things change for you like that. That I will keep you updated on situations though. But make sure you hit that like.
Okay, shout out to a chap, big chap. Respectfully, I hear you. So let me get on over here to OG. Let me hear what he's saying about the Mexican plug and the dice game that went bad. Let's go. Oh, let me cut the volume out. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear it?
Got big scene with me on the clock with Daddy today. It was granddaughter day. You hear me? Literally. But streets know. Video. You hear me? Literally. Oh, what you play, baby girl?
Oh.
Baby, no, he was playing street, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
So y'all go act like he wasn't playing, he was playing street. They set the boy up to get robbed for the 40,000. Then they ran off with like 200 pounds of the Mexican. You think that Mexican just sitting back, letting them rap and make videos, and SA them not go retaliate?
Can y'all hear now?
Listening to these rapping, running off on the plug. That's what done happened. Listening to these rap, talking about running off on the plug, and running off on the plug gets you and your baby killed. You shot straight, but you shot late. High level. This is
Oh, here we go with that again.
I'm give you the run.
Like, I hit the like button. Give you the rundown.
Forest Hill community took time to remember a father and his 5-year-old daughter after they were killed in a shooting. Little Romani and the 36-year-old Fort Worth rapper Ronnie Sibley, known as G Money Lil Ronnie,
he was 36?
were gunned down at a car wash last week. This evening, that same car wash closed early to host a balloon release in their honor.
A lot of hurt people, man, you know. It ain't never a good thing when somebody that's popular in the city, that's popular with the people and stuff like that, be taken away over senseless violence.
And this comes as we learn more about the two suspects now charged with capital murder.
Hold on. Now, did that come out her mouth or the girl that was filming? I just want to know. Let me see something. That's the camera person.
And this comes as we learn more about
she raised it up, but the girl said it.
With capital murder. Court documents show the getaway car used by the two men belonged to the girlfriend of one of the suspects. He parked it in an apartment complex after the shooting and told her to pick it up. The girlfriend told detectives her boyfriend said he left it there because, quote, something bad had happened, but didn't give her any details. We're still waiting to hear from police about a motive.
That was a paid hit on my baby and my all gonna go. Everybody gonna lay around this. I promise you, and we ain't ducking no.
I also heard somebody say that it wasn't a hit. That is not true. I don't believe it's not true because, again, when we go back to the beginning, when that councilman or the city representative or whatever the guy with the family spokesman, he specifically said, if you knew about it ahead of time, if you knew, yeah, okay.
Action, I promise you. I'm ready to go.
They were already looking at it like that. Because I said premeditated.
Play that Kennard. Play that Kennard. And CJ Casino. Talking about all casinos by the fact. Talking about. Every casino around it. Talking about. And the whole entire month. Okay, I can't say that. I was gonna say Houston, but some of you in Houston. Not all y'all, but some of y'all have the Houston.
Why would she put Houston in there?
I ain't ducking no action.
Why would she include Houston? Unless she knew something.
Say man, hey man. It's on GUCCIMANE. Nah.
Y'all have the Houston. I don't give a. I ain't.
You reckon it's the side of the Houston over there where the police, when they talking about doing all them raids we just heard about today? Is that a possibility? Where they oh, this thing kills me. Is that a possibility? We just heard about some raids and some stuff going on and some trafficking and after hours till 6 in the morning. I'm sure some gambling up in there. And then they talking about mob ties and them got a club in the DFW in Oak Cliff. I know it's some gambling going on up in there. Yeah, I'm sure she talking about the part of Houston where what's his name? Duke the jeweler got taken out as well as Takeoff. But let's go.
No action.
Hey, Max Boogie.
Say man, hey man. It's
Shout out to OG's Jacario.
Back at you with another one. And in the case of Ronnie Sibley, aka getting money to Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter, Ronnie Sibley, there has not been any updates as far as if any other suspects are, being looked at as persons of interest at the time. But what I do have is an article clearing up more information that was put out there before that was unclear, when they first put out the report. Now, authorities are saying there's no motive still at this point, even though both of these suspects are in custody. Nobody ain't talking about, who put them up to this or, anybody put them up to this at all, which I do believe and others strongly do agree that these two were crash outs for, somebody else's call, somebody else's reason, right? And maybe that's why Adonis was on the run trying to go to Houston to go pick up some money. That's maybe, the reason why the baby mother is saying F Houston, because she figured out that they were trying to go to Houston to go get the payoff, right? The bag for the hit on Get Money Lil Ronnie was supposed to come out of Houston, right? And, a lot of people were saying, well, CJ Casino, was named in that video, also in that clip, when she was going off about this was a paid hit on her baby and her dude, right? Talking about Get Money Lil Ronnie. And now, so, if you put two and two together, I don't know if she's going off what the public is saying in the comments or people's opinions about the situation, or if she actually has the intel.
Shout out to you.
About, the inside source information. If they knew if it was coming out of Houston, they should know who it's coming from.
Absolutely.
Right? If there ain't no more suspects at this time, right, or no more further information, why hasn't that been named if that's the case?
Well, since you said that, OG Jacario, why haven't they named? They say it's another chick that drove him to Houston. Why haven't they said anything about her? Huh? Again, I'm going to say, we know somebody. Hey, James, we know somebody took the pictures of them, hey, Joanne, on the ground and in the car. I mean, hell, it was a few hours after it happened that pictures and shit popped up. Why ain't nobody said nothing about how the pictures got out? All the law said was, we know that there's a viral video. We would hope that y'all would stop playing the video. But who took the pictures? Huh? Who took the video? Who was on the scene that close and that unafraid that they would go out there and do that after somebody done got sprayed down and all of them bullets and shit, and somebody said, fuck it, I don't care, and said, I'm finna film this, I'm finna go viral, huh? What about that person? I mean, for real? Is that what we doing? Yeah. And who took, if old girl was hollering that crazy stuff that I can't ever remember how to say it the way she said it, I didn't bring him, whatever it is that she be saying, If she says she didn't bring him out here, he was already out here. Who took him out here? We ain't gonna talk about that either. But let's go. I'm just asking.
At first, they tried to say CJ Casino was locked up. When this first happened, he actually has the intel about, the inside source information. If they knew if it was coming out of Houston, they should know who it's coming from, right? If ain't no more suspects at this time, right, or no more further information, why hasn't that been named if that's the case? Now, at first, they tried to say CJ Casino was locked up when this first happened, and that was proven to be false, right? So, at this point, man, it's too many different motives.
So, let me pause right there. For the ones who came in late, that's late to the party, I was sent a raid in Houston. As a matter of fact, maybe somebody stopped playing. I was thinking the same thing. What stop playing say? The employee at the car wash. Yeah, but why they haven't said that? Why they haven't said what the employee at the car wash seen? Huh? I would still think if I was an employee at the car wash and somebody just got shot up like that, I would think we locking the door. Not the door, the door. But that's just me, Everybody don't think like me. But that's what I would. I dang, hey Betty, I dang sure wouldn't be running outside saying, "Oh, let me take that." Cause hell, what if they coming back? Yeah, but okay. Let's listen to this, cause he brought up Houston. I hope y'all can hear it over there.
This was a coordinated operation among many law enforcement agencies.
Okay, many. That's what I want to hear. Many. So that means that it was organized law enforcement raid, on purpose, intentional. Everybody, federal, local outlet. Maybe somebody is talking. Let's go.
Houston Police Department led the charge on this establishment, but this isn't something that one agency can do alone. We were with TABC, DPS, the comptroller's office, the fire marshal, and obviously HPD and the DA's office.
All of the above.
Because of that, we were able to effect numerous arrests inside this establishment, and we're going to work to close businesses like this around our community because they are the crime drivers. Entities like this, a sexually oriented business without the permits, an unlicensed alcohol
prostitute
establishment that's open until 6 a.m. drives crime around our community.
Okay, let's go. Maybe somebody talking.
It's been named as far as the streets go, but the law enforcement don't have a motive. The streets have plenty of motives though, right? Streets saying, Charleston White saying, they robbed somebody for $40,000. Right? That's one motive. They want to get back. Who knows who that is? And if the people know who got robbed at a dice game, they know who that is, right? So it's like a if you know type of thing, right?
Ain't nobody. So let me ask y'all something. We know Hustle Cartel was in the DFW area. Hell, they say he went to jail in Tarrant County. No, that was Charleston White who went to jail in Tarrant County. Right. They saying he went in Lou Sterrick's, but he was never in there though. Yeah. But we know he was at a resident in the DFW because I pinned it. Had to be in West Dallas. Well, it didn't have to be, but it looked like it was over there in West Dallas, because he was able to turn and look like over there, like over the bridge or something, at the jail. That picture, okay, when you went into Lou Sterrick, when you went into Dallas County, His name, his real name did not pull up. Now, I don't know if he was in there under an alias. The way the picture that was put out, the way they had it spelled, first of all, was incorrect. And then second of all, even when you put his real name in the incorrect spelling, he never pulled up in Dallas County. Now, I don't know if that was a trap jail that he went to. I don't know if it was a jail on a movie set jail, one of them stage ass jails, like what's his name? Paper Route Jay Fizzle did when he was talking about let straight drop, free straight drop, and he did that video shooting in jail, but he wasn't in jail. I don't know how he was in jail, but one thing I do know, under his real name and that bogus ass spelling name, he did not pull up in Dallas County. Now, Charleston White pulled up, but Hustle Cartel did not. I'm just gonna leave that where it is. Okay, I'm just saying. I done had to look up several people in Dallas County Jail. I have had to go pick up people's merchandise to try to get some money to get their asses out of jail. Pretty much know how to check up folk in Dallas County, Tarrant County Jail. But I'm going to leave that there. Let's go.
Second motive is, you know, you got Twisted Black with the song saying that Charleston White also mentioned that in the clip.
Whew. Okay. Ty, let me tell you something about Dallas. Do you live in Dallas? Do you live in Dallas? Ty? Precious. Ty, do you live in Dallas? Have you ever lived in Dallas? Because, see, now you got me looking at you with my side eye. Yeah, now you got me looking at you with my side. So you live in Dallas, and you telling me that DPD will pick you up, take you to jail, and put you in jail, loose sterrett, under non-disclosure? What is non-disclosure? What is that? What they pick you up for? And so you telling me that they're gonna put you in jail and put you under, so it's a secret. He ain't from Dallas. He don't live in Dallas. Huh? And they pick you up, take you to jail, and you in there under a fake name. So now the government gonna lie for you. They gonna put you in there. Now they gonna break the law. So you telling me they gonna break the law for Hustle Cartel? So you telling me that when Yella got picked up, Yella Beezy, you can find him in there, but you can't find Hustle Cartel, who ain't even from Texas. Is that what you're telling me? When Trap Boy went to jail, you could find him. And rumor had it, he was snitching up into that bogus ass Ray Jackson attorney. Yeah. Y'all don't want me to go there. I'm going to leave that alone. You could even find the bogus ass attorney who cleaned money for all the dope dealers, gamblers, in town and out of town. He was a global crooked attorney. You could find him in the system. They say John Wiley Price is affiliated to Trap Boy. When he went to jail for yanking that windshield off that WW's windshield, they locked his ass up. And you could find him in the system. But Hustle Cartel brings his ass from Arkansas, and he gets locked up, and it's non-disclosure. Don't do that. You guess they have their own way of doing things. Who? Yeah, a skit. It was a skit. Let's do that. Please don't do that. If he was locked up in Dallas, you would have been able to find him. There would have been a real mugshot. Just like everybody else. It was a skit. Dallas ain't into none of that. You mess around and fraudulently call them out there, you going to jail. Something, they don't do that. But let's go.
Who know who got robbed at a dice game, they know who that is. Now at first they tried to say CJ Casino was locked up when this first happened, and that was proven to be false, right? So at this point, man, there's too many different motives that's been named as far as the streets go. But the law enforcement don't have a motive. The streets have plenty of motives, though, right? Streets saying, Charleston White saying, you know, they robbed somebody for $40,000. Right, that's one motive.
Cause an old boy song.
Who knows who that
and he
is.
said he.
And if the people know who got robbed at a dice game, they know who that is, right? So it's like a if you know type of thing, right? So that's one motive. And the second motive is, you know, you got Twisted Black with the song saying that Charleston White also mentioned that in the clip.
That coincidentally, after he put that out there, he released, shout out to Mo3, of course. We find that he been working with Rainwater. Shout out to Rainwater. He's excellent in marketing. Yeah. Excellent in marketing, which would also stamp why Hustle Cartel probably, yeah. But let's go.
You know that they robbed the essays for, to some pounds, okay?
But when was that?
That's another motive. We don't know if it came from that direction. And then you got the law enforcement saying that the music industry is being investigated. Also.
Now, they did say that.
So that could very well be a motive But what we gotta know is that if the law enforcement is saying that the music industry, is being looked into in the investigation as well, right? So that's letting us know that they might feel like this is a rap beef, music, based grievance that he was having with another rival, rapper,
Which is
gang
why
that's
she
in the
called
city
out
of
OG,
Fort Worth.
which
So
would be
at the
why,
same time,
which would be why she called out the casino. All of them. Right? Okay. No, yeah. Okay.
in this investigation. So that could very well be a motive. But what we gotta know is that if the law enforcement is saying that the music industry, is being looked into in the investigation as well, right? So that's letting us know that they might feel like this is a rap beef, music, based grievance that he was having with another rival, rapper or gang is in the city of Fort Worth. So at the same time, that's what I get from law enforcement putting that information out there. And then you have the fourth motive would definitely be what they're saying also. It's a lot of people's opinion that him just being affiliated with GOYAYO and the 4E gang, right, is, just bad enough alone. That could be a motive, just,
Because I did hear while she was out there flexing, she said it's big blood over here. She did rep the game. She said it's big blood over here. Yeah.
Gabapentin is bringing you closer to
Make sure
amputation.
he get paid.
These are 3 symptoms
Hit the like button, y'all.
that you could be close to
would definitely.
Y'all still with me? My chat ain't moving. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? I need some ones. When my chat don't move, I'm thinking I'm buffing. I'm thinking that, and I don't know that y'all can't hear me or something. Okay, let's go.
What they're saying also. It's a lot of people's opinion that him just being affiliated with GOYAYO and the 4E gang, right, is, just
Thank
bad
you.
enough alone. That could be a motive, just,
Hey to the people that came in.
gang violence in the cities around
See right there, even that right there. Even a baby. These babies out here throwing up gang signs. And y'all want that girl. Yeah, that's that type of stuff right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is the life these people live. A whole baby out there throwing up gang signs.
It's a lot of people.
Who taught the baby how to do that? Who taught the baby how to do that? I mean, these people are about that life. Oh my goodness.
Opinion that him just being affiliated with GOYAYO and the 4E gang, right, is, just bad enough.
A member is
that
born.
Could be a motive, just,
Look at these little kids throwing up signs.
The gang violence in the cities.
So that mean they mama and daddy or somebody in their family done taught these kids this type of stuff.
Infatuated now by the rap music, the songs that are, being put out there in the atmosphere. And, the spinning, the sliding, the shooting, and the gun culture. And, glorifying death and money and fame and women and, fashion. It's just out of control. Drugs, you know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man, I mean, all that there plays a factor in all of this right here.
I agree.
You know, why did they do it? You know, did somebody pay them to do it? You know, that's still, you know, unknown at this time, but I'm pretty sure that once everything gets
What was he going to Houston for?
phones, right, cell phone records, in the article I'm going to read, it also says that, you know, Adonis Robinson told his girlfriend, right? Yeah, told Kay, hey, erase all the messages in the cell phone.
Oh, I missed that.
Right.
I'll run it. Let's go.
The affidavit reveals that on the morning of March 3rd, before that deadly shooting happened, Adonis Robinson dropped off his girlfriend at work, and him and suspect number 2, Jacoby Russell, pulled up at the Slappy's car wash at 10:48, catching Roddy Sibley, a.k.a. Get Money Lil Ronnie, vacuuming out his car with his little girl sitting in the front seat of the Dodge Challenger. And the 2 suspects come around the corner running and gunning for Get Money Lil Ronnie Dodge Challenger, where his little daughter is sitting in the front seat. And where he takes off running.
Being a baby, just being a kid.
And chase him down at the trash compactor there on the property. And continue shooting, and then they flee the scene. And even fleeing the scene, they looked as if they were confused about who was going to be driving the vehicle before taking off. Police said the suspect vehicle was located at an apartment complex, and this was like about 1.5 miles away from Slappy's. And also, so this means that if one of the grandparents also stayed there in the neighborhood behind the car wash in that suburb right there, that means both of the suspects stayed in the vicinity of the car wash. And surveillance video captured the moment both suspects parked and exited the car just before 11:10 a.m. the day of the shooting. Police said that the 2 men appeared to throw multiple items from the car, and these had to be the guns, into a grassy area behind where the car was parked before walking into an apartment at the complex. About 1:39 p.m., police said a woman arrived at the apartment complex, got into the car, and drove away.
A woman. Okay, so that woman, who is she? Because he had just sent her a message saying, come get your car here, because I had to, something happened, right? And then shortly after that, it says another woman comes and picks him up and takes him somewhere. Who is she?
Car just before 11:10 a.m. the day of the shooting. Police said that the 2 men appeared to throw multiple items from the car, and these had to be the guns, into a grassy area behind where the car was parked before walking into an apartment at the complex.
Did he say wobbling?
1:39 p.m. Police said a woman arrived at the apartment complex, got into the car, and drove away. Fort Worth police conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle and identified the driver as 23-year-old Keandria.
Okay, so here go an issue again. Okay? Let's back that up. Are y'all listening with y'all good ear? I need to know if y'all listening with your good ear. Maybe I need to go clean mine. Are y'all listening? Because I could have... Hold on.
Parked before walking into...
Let's go. Let's go.
Grandparents also
oh, I went back too far.
In the neighborhood behind the car wash in that suburb. Right
okay, let me tell y'all what I'm listening for. He said they parked the car, He sent her a message to come get the car from where it was, cause she at work, right? He just dropped her off at work, right? This happened. He catch them slipping. They do what they do. They about to park the car. He sends her a message and tells her where to come get the car, right? Okay. So then I think I just heard with my good ear that shortly after that, some chick comes and picks him up and they take off. Is it Kay or another girl? Because Kay at work, right? She ain't got her car. So how she gonna be there that quick if she ain't got no car? But let me hear this again with my good ear.
The suspect stayed in the vicinity of the car wash. And surveillance video captured the moment both suspects parked and exited the car just before 11:10 a.m. the day of the shooting. Police said that the two men appeared to throw multiple items from the car, and these had to be the guns, into a grassy area behind where the car was parked before walking into an apartment at the complex.
11 something.
1:39 p.m.
Okay, that's
Police said a woman
1:39.
arrived at the apartment complex, got into the car, and drove away. Fort Worth police conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle and identified the driver as 23-year-old.
Okay. So where is he at? Where did he go? He don't got no car. Where he at? So 11, so an hour and a half later, she comes where he say the car is and picks up the car. Where he at? When did he leave? Surveillance didn't see him leaving? Surveillance saw everything. Surveillance saw him go upstairs in the apartment, but the surveillance didn't see him leaving. They just see her come and pick up a car. Am I tripping?
1:39 p.m. Police said a woman arrived at the apartment complex, got into the car, and drove away. Fort Worth police conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle and identified the driver as 23-year-old Keandria Johnson. When asked how she knew one of the suspects, Robinson, she told the officers he was her boyfriend. This is meaning that they already knew about Robinson because of his ID, right? That was left in the car, and asked her how she knew Robinson.
Why would they be checking her car right off the bat with no probable cause? They ain't told her why they checking the car. But let's go.
When she confirmed that was indeed her boyfriend. Now, I remember saying in my previous video that they wasn't name dropping her in the articles before, and you know, they didn't even hardly show her arrest anywhere that I seen, you know, besides YouTube. I didn't see, you know, any major news stations showing that arrest of Keandra Johnson. But now they're naming her in this article, right? And they're saying that Keandra Johnson said Robinson dropped her off at work earlier in the morning so he could borrow her car. She later told Forest Hill police detective that Robinson picked her up from work at about 1.
Okay, so y'all, they said, so the Forest Hill detective stopped her. Why was she arrested? Okay, so she was never arrested in Forest Hill, but she was detained because she talked to the detectives, right? Why? why was she never in the system in Fort Worth? Why was she only in the system in Polk County? AunTeaFee, you just go. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, because they believe everything this girl say. They said she was arrested in Polk County. So Forest Hill had her and let her what?
PM in an SUV told her where her vehicle was located.
What?
Morning, so he could borrow her car. She later told Forest Hill police detective that Robinson picked her up from work at about 1 p.m. in an SUV, told her where her vehicle was located, and asked her to pick it up because something had happened, the affidavit revealed. Now hold on right there, because
yeah, because I thought they pulled her over and she was driving it. Y'all see what I'm talking about? I thought we just heard that they saw her driving. Somebody picked up the car and they am I tripping?
1 p.m. 23-year-old from the car, and these had to be the guns, into a grassy area behind where the car was parked before walking into an apartment at the complex. About 1:39 p.m., police said a woman arrived at the apartment complex, got into the car, and drove away. Fort Worth police conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle and identified the driver as 23-year-old Keandria Johnson.
Bam. So she went to go. So she at work. He sent her a message and told her where her car is at. Something happened. At 1 something, she pulls up, go get her car, get in her car, drive off, and they pull her over. Is that what y'all heard? Is that what y'all heard? Okay. So at 1 something, a female that they identified was K, went to the apartments and picked up the car. Now we hearing that he went and picked her up from work. Okay, let me listen.
When asked how she knew one of the suspects, Robinson, she told the officers he was her boyfriend. This is meaning that they already knew about Robinson because of his ID, right? That was left in the car, and asked her how she knew Robinson. When she confirmed that was indeed her boyfriend. Now, I remember saying in my previous video that they wasn't name dropping her in the articles before, and they didn't even hardly show her arrest anywhere that I seen, besides YouTube. I didn't see, any major news station showing that arrest of Keandria Johnson. But now they're naming her in this article, right? And they're saying that Keandria Johnson said Robinson dropped her off at work earlier in the morning so he could borrow her car. She later told Forest Hill police detective that Robinson picked her up from work at about 1 p.m. in an SUV, told her where her vehicle was located, and asked her to pick it up because something had happened, the affidavit revealed. Now hold on right there, because she said something totally different when well, they put something totally different out.
Okay,
you know,
come on,
she
Sicario.
said besides him coming to pick her up from work and telling her where the vehicle was located and ask her to pick it up.
I thought he sent her a message.
Had happened. She said that he called her, told her something had happened, and told her where to go get the car.
Okay, come on.
In this article, it's saying that he went and picked her up. That's what she told him. She later told a Forest Hill police detective that Robinson picked her up from work about 1 p.m.
The dots ain't connected.
SUV. Told her where the vehicle was located, which was at the apartments where they stashed the guns at, and they went inside.
Let's go, Sicario.
Now, whose apartment was it?
Come on, Sicario. Somebody, come on with it. Let's go.
Did they ever find the guns? They never said they, found the murder weapon.
You said they threw some stuff.
This is what, they were throwing in the, the grass, so I'm trying to figure out, it's a lot of details that are...
So why would they not say the guns was recovered in the grass? How did she go? Why would he go pick her up and then say, go get your car? How's she gonna go get her car if you don't take her? And if you took her, then that same surveillance would have seen how she got there. How did she get there? Why do we not know that? Yeah, I'm looking at the screen, y'all. What, huh? So if you called her to tell her you go get your car over here, something happened, then if you was gonna go pick her up, then why did you call her? And how did she get there? Yeah.
That I see just by reading the article, right? It's saying that, Keandra Johnson said that Robinson wouldn't elaborate on the details, but told her she needed to delete all cell phone communication between them. According to the affidavit, Keandra Johnson was shown surveillance video and still photos from the shooting scene at the car wash and admitted she recognized her boyfriend Robinson as one of the suspects because he was wearing the same outfit when he dropped her off at work. At this time, no charges have been brought against Johnson in the case, and Russell and Robinson have been expedited back to Tarrant County to face charges. Now, I noticed in this article that I just read, it mentioned that Keandra said that Adonis came to pick her up.
Come on, let's go.
SUV.
Let's go.
Right? So, where did he get this SUV from all of a sudden?
Let's go, Sicario. Yes, indeed.
Right?
Because you didn't have no car.
So, I mean, that was just, very dumb. Where did he get this SUV from? He could have slid in the SUV.
And let me ask you this. Why did he pick her up in the SUV to then turn around and say, you gonna need to go get your car over there where I dropped it off? What? How? Why would he not say, look, I'm gonna drop you off around the corner? But yeah, I mean, cause how else she gonna go get her car? Please, I hope you cover that, Sicario. Let's go.
In neither one of their names, nobody's name that, could possibly identify him as being the driver and the shooter at that time in that vehicle. But, yeah, man, he's in a whole different SUV, picking her up from work, right?
After
so
he done called her.
That on surveillance video at her job, what type of SUV it was that he obviously used to get to Livingston, Texas, and going towards Houston, Texas. He was just an hour away from Houston. Keep that in mind. And like I said, maybe that's why the baby mama was going off about Houston, knowing that, you know, she probably knows some extra information.
True that.
Now,
She knows some extra
Robinson
information.
told Keandra, hey, delete all the messages, you know, in the communications, in the cell phone between both of them. And that was weird because just, you know, a few days later, come that Thursday, you know, the same day he gets caught, right? All those Fort Worth SUV law enforcement vehicles way down there in Livingston, Texas, they followed the girl.
Yeah, she ain't had no Airbud or whatever the hell she said.
I saw.
But Forest Hill had already questioned her, right? Right? I mean, right? But yeah, let's go. Woo, I love it. Come on, Sicario, let's go.
You know, a few days later, come that Thursday, you know, the same day he gets caught, right? All those Fort Worth SUV law enforcement vehicles way down there in Livingston, Texas, they followed the girl straight to him. So why tell the girl to delete all the communication between y'all when they already know y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, right? She gets stopped in the vehicle. You know, you did it in her car. You left your ID in there. That's how they knew to ask, you know, her about Robinson. How did you know Robinson? She tells them that y'all in a relationship together. She let you use her car that morning after you dropped off at work. So she had to be there probably about 10:30. Probably about 10:30 she had to be there. But that would have left for just a little window of time for them to catch, you know, get money a little running. If they would have drove by the scene and seen them up there first, that's a possibility since they stayed so close. Once they, you know, about a mile and a half down at the apartments where they found the car at.
Okay, I don't know what you, because y'all listen, I didn't watch this ahead of time. Shit. I should have. Okay, so this small window of opportunity, okay, he drops her off at work at 10s, whatever, small window of opportunity. When did he pick up Jacoby? Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. When did Jacoby, you know, how did Jacoby get in the car? Was Jacoby in the car when he dropped you out? Did he go pick up Jacoby? I mean, was Jacoby just in the car, and when he saw him, he said, "Oh man, we gotta go handle this. Here this gun. Let's shoot this dude down." And Jacoby didn't know what was going on. I mean, what? How did Jacoby get in the car? But let's carry on.
Obviously, this is where, you know, Keandra.
Please support the platform.
Because they wouldn't name the apartment, but obviously it was, you know, they're saying it's a mile and a half. They, you know, about a mile and a half down at the apartment.
Who?
Dropped off at work. So she had to be there probably about 10:30. Probably about 10:30.
10:30.
But that would have left for just a little window of time for them to catch, you know, get money a little running. If they would have drove by the scene and seen them up there first, that's a possibility since they stayed so close. Once they, you know, about a mile and a half down at the apartments where they found the car at, obviously this is where, you know, Keandra, you know, stays at because they wouldn't name the apartment, but obviously.
Okay, so why would he have to tell her what apartment to go pick up her car if those are the apartments that she live in? Huh? So you saying you told her where to go pick up your car, and the apartments they trying to say is her apartments. Huh? Let's keep listening.
You know, they're saying it's a mile and a half from where Slappy's car wash is where there's apartment that both of the suspects walked into after throwing those objects, right? The guns and the bushes. So it must be some type of wooded area back there that they figured, you know, that they were going to just stash the weapons back there, because he could have easily got rid of those weapons on his way to Livingston, Texas, right? Just think of all the places he could have got rid of those actual murder weapons at, besides just throwing them in the back of the wooded area behind the apartment that they were seen walking in moments after the murder. And according to Charleston White, you know, in the Say Cheese interview he said that one of the suspects, he didn't say which one, but one of they, you know, granddads stay in that suburb, you know, right there behind the car wash, right? That's connected to the car wash. Because if you go out there, exited those two black cars, exited the scene from, right? And then the getaway vehicle exited, you know,
It's all the
out,
opposite.
you know, on the bypass and on the highway, right? So, but if you go back with those two black cars exited during the shooting,
they're going to the neighborhood.
That's the whole neighborhood going that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, they didn't even, you know, pull up on Lil Ronnie while he was at the vacuum coming from, you know, inside the neighborhood. So with Charleston White saying this could be a spontaneous thing, I understand what he's saying. Both of the suspects, you know, now being linked to right there, you know, so close to that crime scene where they pulled it off at. Now, if it was spontaneous, let's just say he dropped his girlfriend off at work, and, you know, he was, you know, right back in the area where they stayed at, you know, a mile and a half from the car wash, okay? And he probably passed the car wash up. You already got the other suspect who's over here at his granddad's house in the suburb right there, you know, by the car wash. So, you know, now...
Okay, so help me understand this. If this is how you enter in, go through here, pay right here, go through the machine and come out, and he over on this side, there's the fence he ran to, right, washing his car. I mean, the vent, right? Blowing, vacuuming out his car. How did they see him? It's a fence right here, fence over here. He was out, he done already went through. He just dropped a girl off at work. So either he went through the car wash or he just came and vacuumed. But off the service road over here and over here, they couldn't have seen him if they just pulled up. How did they know he was there? Who worked at the car wash that gave the low? Yeah, I'm staring at the screen again. Because you come, either, let's say he washed the car, went through here, came out. He was over here, around, right about here on this side, vacuuming, because when he ran, so it's about right here, because this was where a black car, the other black car and another car would have been. So he was about right here, and he ran to this fence, ran down. Oops. Come on now, y'all. Come on with me. So he ran down here, came right here. That's when this guy, they parked right here. Now, so they mean that they came in and turned around, y'all, because this is the one way. This is where you pay. You pay right here. Okay? They were parked right here and came around here and started. So they came in, turned their car around, positioned it. Are y'all with me, T-Sippers? Are y'all feeling me? So they came in off the service road, because if they would have came in the other way of the neighborhood, then they would have drove up this way right here and still would have had to come here and turn the car around and position it right here. So even if they came off the service road, turned the car around, put it here. If they would have came from over here where the subdivision is, then they would have passed him right here. Came around right here, turned the car around and parked it right here. So he just dropped the girl off from work. That means he was already vacuuming, or they followed the baby mama or the sister-in-law, cause they couldn't have saw him just vacuuming. Cause they got that fence right here. They got that fence right here. That's that fence he tried to, and then he ran right here. And then after they came from here, and first they came from here, came around this side over here, shot him. He ran over here, right here. One came right here. The other one came right here, got him. Then when they started running back to the car, he here and collapsed right here. So whoever, if they worked here, that took the pictures 9 times out of 10 gave the low, because how else would they have seen him? Y'all get my likes up.
The cars come in, maybe somebody at the car wash
okay.
gave him some intel, maybe the boy just looked up the scene.
How?
Because everybody knows his vehicle, but Ronnie doesn't stay in Forest Hill. He stays in Crawley, Texas. This is what the information,
Why is instant ramen bad for you? Well, let's break it down. You know those typical instant noodles? The ones that are basically a sodium bomb with a...
Stays in Crawley, Texas. This is what the information, they put out there that, Ronnie was just visiting Forest Hill that day, right? And it makes me wonder, since he's...
I don't know what time they open.
15, a suburb 15 minutes away from Fort Worth called, Crawley, Texas. He waited there, and we have to assume he was waiting on the baby to be dropped off.
Okay, okay. We can't see nothing in the car, but there go the car right here. So it's a wall right here, so they couldn't have seen it in front of the wall, huh? And there go the fence. It's fenced. It's a fence. So on the other side of that wall is the actual going through the car wash, and on the other side of that is the entry. And then the back side is the neighborhood, right? It's the neighborhood. But if he just dropped the girl off from work, how did he know he was already there? And so if you saw him from the other way, I mean, you turned, you came in the wrong way, positioned the car to come around the car.
Because, if he's not from there, this is not a everyday, thing or every week thing that he does with his vehicle at that car wash. Or maybe that was just a, pickup spot to meet up with you know, he can get his baby girl that day. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't her birthday. All that was cleared up. The baby mom, she cleared all that up.
She cleared it up.
Shaman said, no, she was at a birthday party
Her
for
niece.
her little cousin. You know, it
The
was,
little girl cousin.
Armani's cousin's birthday at Great Wolf Lodge. And they were spending time there. So if you got
the day before,
the baby already over here, you know, in one location at Great Wolf Lodge the day before.
Right? And if y'all don't know, hold on. If y'all don't know, Great Wolf Lodge is in Fort Worth. I mean, not Fort Worth. It's in Grapevine. Great Wolf Lodge, if y'all do not know, is on the other side of DFW Airport. It's on the other side of DFW Airport. Nowhere near DFW. So the birthday party was the day before at Great Wolf Lodge. Typically, the kids spend the night. I don't know about the wintertime though, because it's an indoor pool. Okay. Ain't nowhere near there. I'm just letting y'all know, since he was the only one who really, other than me, that brought up Great Wolf Lodge. You know, because again, the girl started out trying to give us the truth. But we want to believe the girl with the guy who took, you know what I mean. You see how they go? Y'all not getting my likes up. I'm trying, but I'm gonna have to end this because, you know, y'all not supporting AunTeaFee and what else I had planned. But this is good stuff. I like OGBOODIRTY, and he's going there. He's going where no one else. Oh, now it started popping up. All of this was stuck. I wasn't seeing no comments. Yeah. So he going there. It's not adding up. And that's why it's blowing my mind that people are believing K and her story. I mean, every time I listen to it, it changes. But let's go.
He picked up that morning of the homicide right here, you know, and you know, it was staying for us here. He stays in Crawley, Texas. This is what the information, you know,
if he couldn't jump that fence, if he couldn't catch that fence, they couldn't just driving down the street. The back, they couldn't see that. They couldn't see him in there. They said the fence was too high, right?
You know, Ronnie was just busy for a year that day, right? And it makes me wonder, you know, since he's, you know, from a town 15, you know, a suburb 15 minutes away from Fort Worth called, you know, Crawley, Texas. You know, he waited there, and we have to assume he was waiting on the baby to be dropped off because, you know, if he's not from there, this is not a everyday, you know, thing or every week thing that he does with his vehicle at that car wash. Or maybe that was just a, you know, pickup spot to meet up with, you know, he.
Or they say that wasn't his car. Maybe the car had a air bug or plug on it. Yeah, maybe the car had a tracker on it. I don't know, but it ain't adding up. And old girl's story for dang show ain't adding up. How did he get the SUV? Who came to pick him up? Oh, well, did he already have a vehicle? He just needed hers. So do he have a vehicle or do he not have a vehicle? Did she recognize the SUV or not? How did he get it? Oh, okay.
Can get his baby girl that day, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't her birthday. All that was cleared up. The baby mom, she cleared all that up, right?
Condolences to you.
Shimon said, no, she was at a birthday party for her little cousin. You know, it was Armani's cousin's birthday at Great Wolf Lodge. And they were spending time there.
With the family.
If you got the baby already over there, you know, in one location at Great Wolf Lodge.
Nowhere near Forest Hill.
Right? That has to be picked up that morning of the homicide.
Hold on.
Transported to the car wash. And they're saying that the mother did that, you know, took the little girl from Great Wolf Lodge, right? That's 34 minutes away.
Okay.
Grapevine, Texas.
Great. Let's go, Jacario.
Where the car wash with Slappies is located.
Let's go, Jacario. I was just, boy. Shout out to Jacario. Look what I was doing. I was just about to see how far is Great Wolf Lodge from Forest Hill. He did the research. Shout out to you.
Ronnie's sibling is
35. What did he say?
To come back over there and do what they
did I go too far?
Get money to Ronnie was at that Slappies car wash. You know, there's only so many.
Did I go back too far with my excitement?
34 before, right? It has to be picked up that morning of the homicide, right? And transported to the car wash. And they're saying that the mother did that, you know, took the little girl from Great Wolf Lodge, right? That's 34 minutes away in Grapevine,
28
Texas,
miles.
from Forest Hill, where the car wash with Slappies is located, where, you know, her father, Ronnie's sibling, is obviously waiting on them, because this has to be, you know, time orchestrated, right? Because she has to drive 34 minutes, you know, 28 miles from Grapevine to get to the car wash where he's located. So that means he might have thought, well, I'm gonna just sit here and, you know, get my car washed, vacuum out my stuff, you know, while I wait on my baby girl.
Hey, Karen.
That could be a possibility, and that could have been long enough for people to recognize that he was there in order for the shooters to go prepare to come back over there and do what they did, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but say, man, hey, man, it's wicked in them.
It sure is.
Long enough for people to recognize that he was there in order for the shooters to go prepare to come back over there and do what they did, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but say, man, hey, man, it's wicked in them streets. So, I mean, that's just how I'm, you know, looking at the events starting to unfold. Now I see a time schedule, you know, as far as, you know, the little girl being dropped off. She was there at the time when the shooters returned. You know, if they already had intel and seen him up there, or, you know.
Y'all I need for y'all to double tap my screen. Y'all said it coming in here, but y'all not hitting the like button. So I'm gonna pause for a cause. I need some support on my platform. I need the likes to go up as you enter into the room. And yeah, so whoever just took that like away, let me go and put some jazz on. Okay, let me go ahead. For the regular tea sippers, what I'm going to do for our motivation, Once I leave here, I'm going over to the link, and then I'm gonna play the motivation over there. Uh, it actually was supposed to tie into today's message because it's gonna be about betrayal, you know, uh, with Gotti and CMG and all of that, and Dolph and Quet and who else we touch bases on. Yeah, so it's going to be about, I haven't listened to it. We gonna do it the way I get my likes up how we always do it. We gonna listen together, but I'm a record the motivation over there. So if you want the motivation about the betrayal and how we deal with it, how we overcome it, and how we should spiritually deal with that, maybe even spot it, that's where that's going to be. Okay, let's go.
Heard or got a call that, Get Money to Running was at that Slappy's car wash. It's only so many different elements that could be true, right? And we shall see as more, information comes forward. But as of this moment right now, that's all we have. And best believe more will come out. As
Absolutely.
far as suspects, I'm thinking it will be some more suspects. This one just, for nothing, like Charleston White said, this was behind something, major. You know what I'm saying? It was straight immediately start shooting when you seen Ronnie Sibley, aka
that's what they call on site, right?
And they claimed that, they didn't know the girl was in the car, right? But, the baby mother said she feel like they knew, right? The surveillance footage is showing them still aiming at the Dodge Challenger, right? Where the baby is sitting in the front seat. After LaRonnie has already, ran around the perimeter of the car wash. So it's like, you gotta, look at that and, make your own determination on what they thought at that moment in the, commencement of that crime. Now, with people speculating that the shooter